Hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome to announcement time. Got a lot of them. It's that
We
time
always
of year.
do. Always
Yeah,
do.
that's true. I should
Yeah.
stop saying it's that time of year because it's always that
It's always
time
that
of year,
time.
seemingly.
But when we have those lulls, we tend to fill it with new opportunities.
Yeah, right.
Which is cool.
So where should we start? Okay, Women's Safe, how about? Women's Safe is in need of donations. Fall and winter clothes, all holiday items, kitchen and glassware, and most furniture. Now see, here's the thing. Our This and That sale and boutique do not want clothes. Women's Safe wants clothes. So if your clothes have been piling up with nowhere to go, finally, you have the opportunity to do that. Donations can be dropped off Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 10 to noon. They're at the back door of the store. The store hours are in your bulletin. You can look at those, and it's where Discount Drug Mart is here in Chesterland. So you can look to offload those clothes and maybe see what they have for sale in there. It's the type of thing you never know what you might find.
Yep. We are in the midst of our time, talent, and treasure. What would you even call
Emphasis,
that?
how about?
Emphasis
Yeah.
is a great word for it. Yeah, just an opportunity where you kind of reflect on what God is calling you to do this year. And we have forms at the welcome table in the lobby. Fill it out, rip it in half the short way. One of them goes into the acrylic box. That's your treasures. The talents go into a basket, I believe, that is there. Just what is your gift? Figure out one gift and how you might use it to God's glory here in this church. That would be cool.
Yeah. One of the most moving Sundays is All Saints Day. That always is the classic combination of grief and joy as we take a look at that list of our loved ones who have fallen asleep in faith over this past year. And it's jaw-dropping sometimes to look back just at a calendar year and see those who have gone to the greater church, and we miss them, but we thank God for their current experience and the example that they gave to us. So if you have somebody that you'd like to include in our tribute, please let us know. There are paper forms here at the church. There's also a QR code in the bulletin that you can scan, and that will take you directly to a place to fill in the appropriate information. We'd like for all those forms and contacts to be submitted by October 26th so that they can be processed for the coming week's service.
Feed the fish. Not your fish. There's a big giant fish in our narthex that is accepting coins and dollars, whatever you have. You can fill it, and that is used for the Boise Vuitton School. Contact Lee for questions. There's information out there as well, a current newsletter, etc. So yet another opportunity to share your treasure.
The good news class that I am leading is moving fast, put it that way. We're trying to do a lot of different things with that class, and it provokes many great questions and conversations. We've been 2 weeks on the sacraments, which I think is more than appropriate, as baptism and the Lord's Supper do end up being a distinguishing feature of Lutheran theology. So I can tell you that next week we're going to start with talking about fellowship in the Lord's Supper. That'll go right into worship in the Lutheran Church, really getting at the heart of why we worship as we do. The classic word and sacrament formula. Where does that come from? What does that even mean? What about music and all the stuff that has to do with worship? That's next week. So that's at 9:15 at the same time in the fellowship hall. The 3 Readings Bible study continues on.
Yep.
And it's great that we want to continuously promote that our education hour is for all. We have a place to slot everyone, whether adult, young adult, or child. There is an educational opportunity for you from 9:15 to 10. Join us, please.
Completely different opportunity to gather together is our next announcement. It is our trunk and treat. That will be on Halloween night here in our parking lot. Starts at 6:30 to around 8:30. And bring your goodies, bring your candy, bring your children, your children's children, whatever, the young ones that can say trick or treat, or even those that can't.
Yeah.
And we will sugar them up. It's a great opportunity. It's so low key. You can just meet other people here, just kind of socialize and talk. It's a great way for someone who's new to the church, maybe not sure about St. Mark. Come and just meet a few of us and see that we are a great group of people.
Yeah. And if you're a creative type, you can decorate your trunk
Yes.
in as elaborate a fashion as you see fit. But you don't have to either. It's not a requirement. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, right here at St. Mark, there is an Operation Christmas Child packing party. What's a packing party? It is when we take all of the built-up boxes that remain and pack them with stuff and get them ready for shipment, along with everything else that's already been brought in. So yes, what this does mean is that we are at the finale of our in-gathering for this year. At this point, all the contacts that we make are with other congregations and getting the boxes to distribution centers and things of that nature. So it's kind of, you look up and it's done, but that doesn't mean that we stop thinking about Operation Christmas Child. Right away, our bargain shoppers start there looking for, 50%, 75% off sales, especially after the holidays, and go after the type of things that we put into the boxes year after year. So keep that in the back of your mind as you're going about getting ready for the holidays this year. And there will definitely be ways that you can continue to be involved with Operation Christmas Child in terms of transporting boxes and things of that nature. So if you feel like you're just getting in on the end of it, there are ways for you to become involved. One of those ways is our packing party tomorrow at 3.
And coming up is our Christmas Boutique. That is the beginning of November, the 7th and the 8th. In order to prepare for that, we are asking for any regiftables, any holiday decorations, things like that, jewelry, costume jewelry-ish. We sell those, and we use that money for ministries in and around the church and the community. This Christmas Boutique is huge. It draws a lot of people, and it gives us a lot of touch points and a lot of opportunities to share God's word. Mm-hmm. So participate. There's a ton of ways to do it. One way, of course, is to bring in your items, but if you're so moved, we would love to have you help us set up, tear down, volunteer. There's a ton of opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, it's been a while since I've been able to say this, but I think it's a normal streaming week. We, by the way, returned from our pastors' conference that was held this year at St. James Lutheran in Old Brooklyn, which was a commuter conference for us. And 3 days of driving that commute were probably enough. But it was a high quality experience. I think that the information that we gained is going to be fruitful, and we'll be able to kind of present that in the near future. And even just share the resources that we received. I think they would be applicable to anybody who is facing all of the cultural ideas that are being thrown at us right now. So look forward to that. Look forward to the Monday through Friday streaming. And I think on that note, we'll depart. go out into the wind and rain on this October Sunday.